Alright. Should be going. I like good video games, you guys. I know it doesn't seem like that. Oh god. I like having to install video games, apparently. I forgot this happened. Oops. Actually, given that the last time I played this game I had it digitally, I don't think this happened. Gotta arrange some windows while I wait for this to happen. Slide you over here. There we go. Just gonna take this moment and say that I kind of miss specialized video game installation screens. Yakuza Team is always really good about turning the install screen before a game into something really neat with Yakuza 4, 5, 0, and maybe Kiwami. I don't think I've actually seen Kiwami's install screen if it has one, which it probably does. And Binary Domain all have amazing installation screens. Like the Yakuza ones just have sick music and amazing animation going on that kind of sums up the world as you're loading into it. And Binary Domain is an interactive thing of like you're reading a news report about the Binary Domain world. Good times. This I'm less fond of because it's just, check out this sick background. Like, I mean, it's neat. It's really white and I can barely make out anything on it. But yeah. Find it. There you go. Oh, wait, no, okay, apparently there's multiple bars. That makes sense. 3, in fact. This is a good use of 5 minutes. There's the Ubisoft logo. It's Assassin's Creed 2, the one everybody likes, for good reason. It's pretty good. I guess it didn't save, well, I don't know, maybe the digital and disc save games are different.
I'm a prisoner of war. A war I never knew existed.
I know there are subtitles in this game, I think I forgot to turn
real.
them on,
Templars,
which isn't
assassins. The Animus showed me the
Hey, remember Assassin's Creed
the
1?
things I've seen, the things I've been. 1,000
If
years
not,
of history
there were,
flowing through
like,
my veins,
there's
brought
like
to
a
life by
series
this
of
machine.
us reliving the realm of Sword Priest for like
They're
10
using-
hours, 12
using me to
hours,
search for
15
something.
hours.
Call it the Apple.
And the Big Show
It's an
showed
artifact,
up.
one of many so-called pieces of Eden. The Templars collect them. It's how they stay in power. And if the Templars get their hands on another one, everything will
Gonna
change.
stab that lady.
They want to make us all their slaves. When they first brought me here, I was afraid of what would happen if I tried to fight back. Now? Now I'm afraid of what will happen if I don't. But I can't do it alone. And maybe I don't have to. I met someone. Her name is Lucy.
And Kristen Bell was there.
I think she's on my side.
Just stared
gone
at her
now.
boobs.
She's taken away by that bastard Warren Vidic and his
See, look,
Templar
she's a
bastards.
friend.
I don't know what will happen to her, or what'll happen to me. All I know is I need to get out of here. And I need to do it soon. My name is Desmond Miles.
Ah,
This is my story.
late 2000s video game protagonist face. Then I stared at that thing and it started the credits. Hello.
Oh.
We have to go.
Lucy, where have you been? Why did they...
Now.
I forgot to turn subtitles on. I
I
know
noticed
this game
that
has
the
subtitles.
murder room is back.
Yep. Subtitles display on, please. Thank you. Back in the
Get
in the
in.
copied
What's with
city.
the blood? Are you okay?
Look, we have maybe 10 minutes, maybe, before they figure out what I've done. If we're not out of here and on the road before then.
Wait, we're leaving?
Desmond, I promise I'll answer all of your questions later. But right now, I need you to just
Shinji,
shut up
get in
and
the
do what I say.
robot.
So please, get in the Animus.
All right.
That's what I'm saying every time.
That's me, Subject 17. Everyone's favorite part of video games, childbirth.
Spingi! Spingi! Di nuovo! Sì, sì, brava!
Yep, checks out.
It is a boy.
It's me, I'm a baby.
Oh, my love.
This was
Mi dispiace.
This
I
was
went to bed when
weird.
They told me. Did I miss it? Am I too late?
Give him here.
Giovanni.
My love, it will be all right. Tu sei un uditore. Sei un combattente. Perciò, combatti.
check out my legs and my hands and my head. I'm a baby.
Listen to him. A fine set of lungs.
And what shall we call him, my love?
Ezio. Ezio Auditore da Firenze.
The circle of life.
Get up. Let's go.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna need a second.
There isn't time, Desmond. We have to leave.
Them lifey circles.
And now we run away. Hooray. I hope I'm going the right
Really
way.
getting out of here, huh?
Oh. I thought I wasn't, but then
Stargo's got
Kristen
some
Bell
fucked
started
up
coming this
interior
way.
decorators.
Stay close.
Hey! You're not supposed to be up here! Open this door! I'm calling it in!
That guy's fingers are clipping through the door.
There's been a breach in the research wing.
Follow me.
It's walls.
That's just how we do.
There they are! Don't let them get away! Oh. Holy shit! Look at this place.
This weird server room definitely won't come up ever
What about the
again.
cameras?
I rigged them to loop old footage. How do you think I managed to hide all your nighttime snooping from Abstergo?
You're good.
So I've been told. But they're on to us now.
Thanks,
Need to
Kristen
hurry.
Bell.
Careful. We need to get to that elevator on the other side of the room. Follow my lead, but keep an eye out for security. I'd rather avoid a fight.
Sounds like a plan, Kristen Bell.
Is that an Animus?
Stay with me.
Ooh.
What the? How many of them are there?
Stay with me.
I'm with you, lady.
Is it Animuses or Animi? What do you think, Lucy? Lucy, what do they need with all of them?
Desmond.
Whoop. Snapping into
I
cutscenes.
thought this card would work. It must be on a separate system, and I don't have the code.
Wait. Shit. Come on.
How did you do that?
I don't know.
Let's go.
Magic.
It's always something.
What was that in the Animus? Subject 16? Ezio, Audi something?
I think
Ezio
we've been
Audi
wrong all
Quattro.
along. That's why we need to get out of
Vroom.
here. Vidic and the Templars, they're only part of the problem.
What do you mean?
I'll explain when we get there.
Get where?
Whoop. Excuse me. Oh dear. That's a lot of dudes. Excuse me, pardon me. Running away. Oh, do I have to... Oops. It's been a hot second since I have played this game. Do not remember this part at all. I just remember the baby.
Oh no, these identical weird-looking guys are all chasing you.
Yeah. Oh, they are beating me up super hard, though.
They are pretty tall.
Luckily, Kristen Bell took out most of them.
Get in.
You're joking.
It's for your own protection.
Man.
Time to hop in the trunk.
Almost there.
Is that where your junk is?
It's like, God, I hope not. Or I guess I hope so. It'd be weird if my junk was not in the trunk, but I am. Having some disembodied junk.
Thanks for that. It was great. Shoving the trunk, bouncing around. Loved
This
it.
way.
So, want to tell me what's going on now?
There was a reason for the escape, Desmond.
Figures.
We need your help.
Pretty soon we're
what?
gonna meet
Another treasure hunt
best
through time?
character.
Abstergo's
Hooray.
gonna replace their Apple of Eden. The
Okay.
map your ancestor found guarantees it. The other assassins, they'll do what they can, where they can, but
What? What is it?
we're losing this war, Desmond. The Templars are too powerful. And every day, more of us die.
Oh no, the
I
Templars
still
are
don't see
winning.
how I fit into things.
We're going
That's
to
probably
train
bad.
That's not supposed to happen.
turn you into
Yeah.
one of us.
What?
Desmond, Over here.
No.
Or is it? I don't
You've
know.
seen me in action.
Wait, did I?
I'm no good at this. And
I-
even if I was,
I
it would
went
take
too
months,
fast, and
years
she
even.
thought I got lost.
No, not with the Animus. Not with the bleeding effect.
But I'm just one guy.
Sometimes, that's all you need.
So that's why you found
Oh, Desmond, your
my
neck.
ancestor. What was his name? Ezio?
If you can follow in his footsteps, you'll learn everything he did, just like he did. Years of training, absorbed in a matter of days.
You broke me
Yeah,
out of
Pacer,
Abstergo and
super
brought
hard
me
again.
here just to
Oh,
make me an
this is going
assassin.
the wrong way.
Look, there's more to it than that, but it'll have to wait. Trust me, okay?
All right, I'm in. Tell me what you need.
Really? You're sure?
I thought you'd be happy about this.
Sorry, I'm just a little surprised. I spent the whole ride over here figuring out how I was gonna convince you to do this.
Save it. After what those Templar bastards put me through, I'm ready, willing, and able.
Big hug.
Thank you.
Yay!
Lucy!
It's the engineering
made it.
lady, but that's not who we're here
God,
for.
it's been so long. 7 years. Can you believe it?
Indeed.
There you are,
back.
snarky British man.
So this must be
You're
the
great.
infamous Subject 17. Desmond Miles, was it?
Who are
And you
you?
were and Thomas
I'm
was
sorry, where
alone
are
for
my
some
manners?
reason.
I'm Sean Hastings. This is Rebecca Crane.
Nice to meet you, Desmond.
Right, well, it's been lovely chatting, but if you don't mind, Desmond, it's best we get straight to work. Time is precious. Doubly so these days.
We've got everything set up and ready, Lucy. Just say the word and we'll get going.
Here, I brought you something. A parting gift from Abstergo.
Whoa! The memory core! This is amazing. With their data, things are gonna go a lot faster.
Hooray!
I'll get to work on
Let's merge
merging the
that
code.
code. I'm pretty sure somewhere around here
Hey, listen. I just wanted to
there
say
are fun
thank you.
emails, but I
And,
don't
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
know,
remember
before,
where they are.
everything at Abstergo. It was just... I wasn't ready.
It's okay.
No. Going through all that. Knowing that the Templars still exist, what they're planning.
What's done is done, Desmond. You're here now, and that's what matters.
I think they're where she's sitting, because I think she moves to somewhere else. But I could be wrong.
What's all this stuff for?
This stuff, Desmond. Oh, this stuff is nothing special, really, this stuff. It's just the
Oh,
stuff that
snarky
keeps our
British
entire
man.
operation from falling apart, really. It requires a great deal of concentration to keep it all moving, so you'll forgive me if I don't have time to play meet and greet.
Sean's in charge of maintaining our knowledge archives. It's like a digital library. He'll be riding shotgun with me while you're in the Animus. So if you come across anything of note, people, places, events, etc., he'll create database entries you can consult for additional information.
Oh, this is the first
Yeah,
one
it's
with the
not
database.
just
The database
databases,
is
though.
great.
I also provide tactical support for the other
Whoa, whoa.
assassins. You know, Desmond, the ones who are out there,
I'm not
actually
living
doing
in it.
stuff, risking their lives, little things like that.
Not yet, anyway.
But it's just funny because there are snarky comments about various bits of history written by the engineering lady and the snarky British man,
Hey, Desmond, what's up?
Just
and
wondering what your role is in all this.
I take care of
it
big...
gets especially
My
funny
job's to
like
keep her up and
once we
running.
reach Syndicate, where
You mean the
it's
Animus?
just
Actually,
snarky
I'd
British
prefer
man talking about how
Animus
great
2.0,
England is,
since
and
baby's twice as
engineering lady
awesome
being
as
like, "Oh my
anything you'll
God,
find at
please shut up."
Abstergo. The Templars might have deeper pockets than us, but they've got no ambition, no passion, no competitive
This whole
edge.
office reminds
That's
me
why,
of the
even with all their resources,
psychologist in
anything
Heavy
they do,
Rain.
I can do better. Faster,
Yeah.
too.
That's
Anyway,
fair.
take a seat when you're ready.
Basically looks exactly the same as his
I
place
just
and
need to make
every
a
other apartment in Heavy Rain now that I think of it.
Yeah. Also, the Animus 2.0 now with subtitles.
So how does this work?
Now that's something I can get behind.
Deep breath.
Oh, what are you, a tiny child?
Sean,
Well,
here we go.
Oh, it's like that weird. I'm pretty sure I've completed these Uplay actions before Uplay, but I mean, it's fine. Give me more Uplay points, I guess, so that I can get sick JPEGs.
Hopefully.
I had a train of thought and then I got distracted by Uplay. Oh, it was about the weird, around the time the 3DS was coming out, there was someone who was talking about how he had come up with a different form of glasses-free 3D, and it involved attaching electrodes to the side of your face, and then it would make your eyes twitch at independent, like, one eye would blink and then the other eye would blink, and it would just shock your eyes into blinking like that very quickly.
That sounds like a brilliant idea where nothing can go wrong.
Yeah.
Do you know what brings us here tonight? Honor. Viere de Pazzi slanders my family's name and forces his own miseries upon us. If we... Enough of your nonsense, Kruger!
Pretty much anything that involves intentionally shocking you that isn't like a pacemaker.
Or a defibrillator.
I thought the Pazzi hired others.
Yeah, you know what I mean. That isn't for a specific medical reason.
Yeah.
When there's trouble. Godardo. Afraid to handle things yourself. Your sister seemed quite satisfied with the handling I gave her earlier.
And this is why people like Assassin's Creed 2, because Ezio's a fun guy. Unlike Altair, who's just kind of there and angry. And now we fight. Now we see everybody's health as we fight, which is nice.
Hey! Behind you! Federico! What are you doing here?
I wanted to see if baby brother had finally learned how to fight.
Oh. And?
You have style. But endurance is what counts. Let's see how many of them you can ruin before they get the best of you.
Oh boy, that is a lot of people. Ow, please stop.
Fall back!
Whoop.
Fall back!
Apparently the answer to how many I can take before being overwhelmed was 2.
Your lip.
Just a scratch.
Let the doctor decide.
It's not necessary. Besides, I've no money for this doctor of yours.
Wasted it on women and wine, huh?
I'd hardly call it wasted. Lend me some florins then. Or have you done the same?
Search them. There's bound to be something in their pockets.
Also, other amusing facts, I believe Mr. Ezio here is voiced by Roger Craig Smith, aka Chris Redfield, aka current Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
Also, I think this,
Not bad.
or well, I
That should be
think,
enough.
like
Let's
I
get out of
haven't,
here before the guards
played
arrive.
all of them recently, or played the one prior to this recently. This is the first Assassin's Creed with money. Yay! It's fun.
I like how you had a gentle push button.
Hurry,
Yeah.
Ezio.
That seems like a good category to run the game with.
Can sleep.
Gentle push percent.
Walk fast and push gently. That's what they always taught us in school.
Come, don't be shy.
It's the doctor.
Ben trovato, Doctor.
They've got a sick mask.
Why am I not surprised? You've made quite a mess of yourself, young man.
It's nothing, really.
You must help him. That pretty face is his only asset.
Fuck it.
There we are. Now get out of here.
Grazie.
Now be gone.
This way. Quite a night.
Indeed. I only wish they were all as much fun. Oh, wait. They are.
So what's the deal with the pointy part of the Plague Doctor mask?
I believe the idea is
Rather
that
avoid the lecture.
Up for a little race.
I think
then?
the idea, like it was something about
Roof of that church.
it's shaky Renaissance logic of like the germs would take much longer to travel to you so you wouldn't get sick or something.
Gotcha.
And then the other part of it is they would stick like herbs in the end of it
Oh, no shame in failure, brother.
to make it so that the plague smelled better.
Come on, then.
Checks out.
Where are you going?
You'll see.
I won the race. I'm super good at Assassin's Creed.
Before or after Uncharted?
It is a good life we lead, brother.
That's a great question. I think after. I think.
May it never change us.
I
Assassin's
was gonna
Creed.
say, who started the climbing on literally everything?
I'm gonna look this up actually. 'Cause well, both
Fair enough.
Assassin's Creed 1 and Uncharted were both 2007 games, so.
All right. Enough of that. We really should head home. Let's go.
Wait.
What?
Let's see which came to market
Ezio.
first.
Let Christina sleep.
They're
The
only
answer
time enough
is
for that.
Assassin's
Wait.
Creed by a week.
So it's Vieri. Better hide. Keep looking! He couldn't have gotten far!
Clearly, there's nobody in this bale of hay who would jump in one of those. Rooftop Hutches, apparently. That's the name that Make Me Mad was searching for. Good to know. I don't want to drop. There we go. A gentle push to nowhere.
Christina! Christina!
Who's there?
Me!
Oh, it's you. I should have known.
May I come in?
Fine, but only for a minute.
A minute is all I need.
Indeed.
Well, wait. That came out wrong.
What up,
Come
girl?
here.
Oh, it's you.
Action command to smooch. Action command to disrobe.
Oh, it's
Oh my. This is an M-rated video game, y'all.
I was just thinking about all those like horrible failures from QuickTime events and like Knack and the like. And what if you had that here?
Oh no! I tried to take Christina's dress off, but I just punched her in the face.
I'll kill you! No, that's not necessary.
Sir, but I flipped onto the bed.
There's really no need for violence.
And now we tutorialize running away from guards.
You have me confused with someone else. She needed some help.
I feel like the really convenient part that this game added was the one where you can now run away from like guards have a distance, so you can run away. You don't have to go to like a specific hiding spot, which is real nice. I make me mad. Welcome
How's it going?
It's pretty good. We're playing good Assassin's Creed games.
It's about time.
Yep.
How many collectibles are in this one?
Still too many. So you'll find that as a trend. And as previously stated, none of these will be 100% runs.
So, I've never actually seen Assassin's Creed 2.
I've
seen footage from 1, and Brotherhood is when I actually started paying attention to it, so 2 is a mystery.
2 is pretty neat. It's a lot. Brotherhood is definitely a lot of improvements over what 2 started. Oops. Yay! Oh man. Also, this one was the first one that introduced the database. And don't make the joke that I feel coming because Grav made it earlier.
I want to make it again so bad.
I mean, no one can stop you.
But
you have the same power as Serve. No one can stop you from talking unless they mute you.
I'll maintain some level of decorum here.
But so this database is great.
Mm-hmm.
As previously mentioned, it's written by Snarky British Man and Engineering Lady, and they just editorialize the entire thing, and it's great. I feel like that would be the dream job of just
being the guy who gets to write the database.
Yeah, because it has continued. I mean, even Watch Dogs, like both of them have snarky databases, and it's kind of great.
I never actually checked the database in Watch Dogs.
It's mostly just like, here's some comments about Chicago landmarks.
Ah, that's probably why I never paid attention.
Check out this.
Could not give less of a fuck about Chicago.
Check out this stupid bean.
A bean?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna ask.
There's like a giant metallic jelly bean as an art piece in downtown Chicago.
Well, that's silly.
It's quite silly.
Also, this place also has the weird rooftop curtain things.
Rooftop Hutch. This game gave it a name.
Oh, thank God. Is it in the database?
Let me check real quick. That would be locations, maybe? No. User
Okay,
manual?
damn.
No.
At least they have a name now.
Yep.
It'll make this Google search easier, except now I'm just getting little pins for rabbits.
Maybe that's what they were, like little pet
Animal
cages.
pins?
Yeah, that you stick on your roof. Also, everyone's favorite part of the Assassin's Creed, running around and getting all the viewpoints. Whoop. Also, I don't know what they did in between Assassin's Creed 1 and 2, but the climbing just feels better in this game than it did in the first one. Like, it's faster, maybe?
I was gonna say maybe a slight speed adjustment or something.
It feels like, in Assassin's Creed 1, there was a lot of magnetizing to things you didn't mean to jump towards, and not being able to magnetize towards what you wanted, and they ironed that out.
Just general climbing improvements.
Yeah.
Little touches.
Yep. But yeah, I think a lot of it is the speed, considering that, like, Altair climbed slow, Ezio climbs fast.
Altair was missing a finger.
I mean, yes, but at the same time, like, come on, dude.
Granted, it was the least important finger.
I can never remember if it's ring or middle finger.
I thought it was just, like, literally the pinky.
No, it's one of the middle ones.
Okay.
I just don't remember which one.
Apparently it is the ring.
It's still not very important. Other than I bet he's really good at that thing where, like, if you...
Also, I like that when I put in Altair hand, Google tried to autocomplete it to Altair handsome.
That's, you know, that's better than what I thought it was going to try to autocomplete that too.
Well, I had to go back and check to make sure that wasn't also in the autocomplete list.
Okay.
It's not.
That's good. I'm glad you knew where I was going with that.
I thought Google went there for a second because I saw handsome and other things that said Altair hand blank. But I didn't get a chance to read the end of those. I had to go back and check. Just to be safe. Also, he looks devastatingly generic.
Yes. Altair is not handsome. Ezio, on the other hand, look at him. He's got this, like, a ponytail, which is impressive for,
Basically,
you
it
know,
just looks like a tall Scanlan.
late 2000s. Because this is still in the era of video game hair being the worst.
Video game hair still isn't great.
Yeah, but it's better.
It's true.
Oops. Hold on, let me punch this guy.
So do you know you're an assassin at this point?
No. Well, Desmond does. Ezio does not. Ezio is an Italian playboy.
Douchebag.
Yes. His dad's a banker, which...
Means he's also a rich douchebag.
Yeah. But he kind of spends all his money, as mentioned in that opening bit, on wine and women, because he likes to party.
Let's call him a scoundrel.
Yes, that is a fair assessment.
Who knows parkour and climbing shit, because
Yep.
why not? What else is there to do when you were a rich dude who just gets drunk and bangs women all the time, than climbing the city? Those things go together.
Yep.
Yeah, checks out.
Yeah, compared to Altair's climbing speed, he is booking it up the side of these buildings.
Yeah.
Oh, and you can go synchronize the city before you're all assassin-y.
Yep.
Huh.
You also still have eagle vision before you're technically an assassin.
Well, that's genetic or something, right?
Apparently you don't, because I'm pressing this button
Oh.
and it's not doing anything.
You lied to me.
I did. It's again. It's been a hot second since I've played this game, so
Fair.
I will not remember a lot of it. I remember some of it.
Yeah.
I remember being a baby. You missed being a baby, by the way.
Oh. How fun is that?
You hit all the buttons, and then your dad's like, "Look at you, you're a baby, and you can move."
That's pretty good.
But if you fail the quick time event, oh no, that baby's
no.
going out with the bathwater.
Literally just imagining the baby parkouring his way back in a window after being tossed.
It's like that part of Next Wave where they throw Elsa Bloodstone in the. Are you looking that up?
No, I'm looking up something else, because you mentioning being a kid was, There's... what is it? Damn it, I don't know what to search for to get it that doesn't get me creepy mods. There's a thing from, like, the beginning of Fallout 3 where your character is briefly a child.
Yes, if
If
you
you see
go
the third-person view of that,
yes,
it's kind of amazing.
I do recall this.
Damn it, I saw it on Twitter forever ago, but I don't know how far back I would have to search. Oh, yeah, there it is. The third-person view of being a baby in Fallout 3's opening. I don't know why that cracks me up.
This is also the start of this series' love affair with chests.
Chests are okay.
Well,
Open them, there's stuff in them.
Yeah, they're okay right up until Unity. And
is that the one where there are chests you have to pay to open?
Well, yes, except they patched those out. There were, yes.
Didn't they have something similar in Black Flag, or am I making that up?
No, they had, like, you could find the white whale, and then if you found the white whale, all the people on your friends list also found the white whale in the same spot. I believe was how Black Flag tried to tie in weird social things.
There was definitely something weird involving whales. I remember the game trying to explain it to me, and I didn't catch most of it.
I barely did the whaling thing, so...
I mean, hunting whales sounds fun.
Yeah.
Big floaty jerks. I've always wanted to eat one. Or, a piece of one, not a whole thing, obviously. Just know what they taste like. Well, it's probably great.
If you're going to Japan, you can eat all the whales and sharks you want, I guess.
Shark is pretty good. I've had shark before.
I'm not sure if it's legal, but I do think there's some amount of whale meat available for eating.
I mean, when on that video of Drew and Patrick going to Iceland, they ate whale there. Japan or Iceland, get your whale fix.
Mm-hmm.
Whoop.
I notice everything is very brown again.
Yeah. Again, 2009.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say that like each region has its own kind of color palette, which is kind of nice though, because this is just Florence, but there's also a couple other Italian cities that you go to. Monteriggioni. Whoa! Almost fell off this building. The return of TFP plays Assassin's Creed games and falls off buildings. Alright. All the viewpoints that I can get to. Synced. Excuse me. Oh, jeez. Excuse me. Pardon me. Pardon me. Oh, no. I tried. Also, now it's not hay bales, it's like leaf barrels. Or leaf wheelbarrows, rather.
Oh, thank God. For like the last 6 minutes, you two have just been a horrible robot. Like, you basically just sounded like washing machines going.
Oh, that's...
with voices mixed in.
That's bad.
I messed with my internet settings for a while, and now it seems to have worked itself out because I can understand you again. I didn't want to talk during that time because I assumed that I would then sound like the horrible robot on the stream.
You say
Because on
that,
stream, your voices were fine.
You say that like, I mean...
Well, you know, we've got to try to preserve some level of quality.
Do we?
I mean, I'd like to think we do. Well, not like have to, but like by choice, right? We choose to maintain some level of quality. Sometimes. Depends on the guests. Grav has quality control.
Sure does.
I have learned the hard way that sometimes you gotta.
I still don't even remember what was said. I just remember it was bad.
Probably just generically racist.
Probably.
I bet I can beat that dude's record.
I mean, can he do sick parkour?
I don't know.
Probably not. Then again, a lot of people in the Assassin's Creed universe can apparently do sick parkour. Like all of the guards.
I bet his parkour is not as sick as mine, though.
He's wearing like a beanie.
Oops, wrong
Also,
way.
did the screenshot for that mission show you in your assassin's outfit?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, just checking.
That'll happen. Uh-oh. I gotta go. I shouldn't have done that. That was not the right way
This
to
is
go.
the kind of thing where there's an open prologue and you can go advance the story whenever
Yeah.
but you've decided to do a bunch of side missions?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, also by a bunch of side missions, I mean there is one side mission.
Oh, okay.
This is the one side mission.
Oh, alright. I thought, like, you know, there would be a lot of open stuff. Like, hey, go do this side thing if you want to learn how to play the game type of stuff.
Nah.
Tutorial side missions.
Also, I'm not going to beat this guy's record. Because I fucked up super hard. Oh, I fucked up super hard twice.
Speaking of really good dumb tutorials, there's a bit in that Heat Signature game where the tutorial just ends with your character going like, no, I'm tired.
I'm done. Yeah.
And throwing themselves out a window into space.
Yep.
Did you pick that game up?
I did.
That game is good.
I still like Gunpoint more because...
Oh, I like Gunpoint more, but Heat Signature is pretty good.
Also, I hit a point where I just could not advance, which was really weird. Because I don't know what I did. Whoops. But I got a bunch of missions that were suddenly only hard level difficulty, and they were
seems to happen.
No
to certain
killing.
characters.
You cannot kill anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Or else you get paid less.
To be fair, you could take and then fail that mission to cycle it to a different one.
Yeah, but I was doing that, but I got 6 mission sets in a row that were only hard, only no kill.
Weird. So that seems to happen to certain characters whenever they've done enough to fill the liberation bar roughly 1.5 to 2 times. And to me, it's always been as soon as they can afford to take their personal mission.
Also, I got really frustrated because I picked one dude's personal mission because it was like, find the people who killed my mom, and I was like, that sounds like a good mission.
Yeah.
And then there was one of the missions that was like, hey, go do this one. I don't really care if you complete it, but if you find
But
this
check
one
the terminal.
thing, yeah. And it was one of the missions that's like, as soon as you accept this, you have 100 seconds, go.
Oh, those are a pain in the ass.
Yeah, and I didn't realize that if you failed them by being on the ship while the timer expires.
Oh, when it lands?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you get
that currency
captured.
is captured.
Yeah.
You can rescue that person later.
So I took the guy whose personal mission was rescue my idiot friend. And then that guy got captured as well. by virtue of I was on a gigantic ship, and I was near the end, and I was trying to get out, but I got knocked unconscious, and while I was trying to fast forward to get back to the start so they would throw me out, I got captured. And then it was like, well, you can't rescue the first guy anymore. And I was like, well, that's dumb.
Yeah, you should be able to do like a chain rescue.
Yeah.
Also, for the record, you've turned back into a horrifying robot, and I don't know why.
You're not a horrifying
I can still understand that.
Seem okay for now, at least on my end.
Okay, yeah, I couldn't understand the thing Grab said.
Uh-oh.
That's not good.
Grab, I understood the uh-oh, but only by virtue of, like, that's simple. It still sounded like a transformer changing.
Come with me.
I bet that sounded great.
Do
What
you
in
think
the
me
world is
blind
going
and
on
deaf,
here?
son?
I'm trying to think if there's something else that could be using up the internet, but not that I know of.
And then this little
Stop
visitor
downloading
says
your porn torrents.
Your behavior is
That's my cousin.
acceptable. It.
But, I mean, I'm sure you can torrent on your phone. Something like that.
You did robot out a little bit on that one, for the record.
Which is funny, because now you sound better, actually.
Avete la mia parola.
I don't know how this works. Is that Ezio's dad?
Yes.
Why does his dad look like old Matt Mercer?
Return to me when it's
I
done.
don't know. All right.
Ezio, you look like such a douche. Things nose, to be honest. Stand money.
I don't understand what you said because you roboted out super hard.
Dang.
Whoops. Excuse me. Hey, hi.
Ah, ben trovato. How are you? Come sempre.
Now.
For Messer Lorenzo.
Still pretty robot-y.
I'll see if he
Sound perfect.
returns. Returns? They've gone to Villa Careggi, I'm afraid. And not expected back for at least another day.
Cannot understand what is
Nope.
going on with this connection.
Now you sound good.
What? Damn it. Because you sounded perfect when you said that I was crazy robot-y. And now you sound okay, and apparently I sound okay? Or do I
Yeah.
sound like a robot again?
No, you sound great.
Oh, okay. That works out.
Yeah.
Let's stay like this for about a minute, and then one of us will
I
turn
can't
into a
hear
robot.
me from yet. Maybe I should reload.
Oh no. What?
Huh?
Drav can't hear make me mad?
What? Oh no. What? God damn it. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I reloaded. I can hear you.
Okay. I don't know why I turned into a weird robot and then back. Or why anybody else was turning into weird robots and then back. I assume it's just some kind of weird connection bug. The internet is complex. But yeah, I like that Heat Signature game. There are a few things about it that I'm not a huge fan of. Mainly the part where you stop getting missions that are not bullshit,
Yeah, really quickly.
it doesn't take long. It seems to take, in my experience, exactly as long as it takes to get the money to do a personal mission.
See,
Like, every
mine-
time I can afford to go pay the lady, that's when the missions all become hard or harder.
my part was that mission started becoming harder when I still needed like 60 money.
Huh.
Although I-
Also, the personal missions can vary wildly in difficulty.
Oh.
Like, there was one I took where the lady had a thing that was like, kill the officer who killed my daughter or whatever. And I was like, yeah, that seems okay. So I took her. And she was really cool. But then she got a mission that was like, okay, he's on this ship. You need to go kill him. And it's a ship that has, like, at least, like, 40 guards on it. Like, guards in almost every other room. Like, all the guards have shields constantly. I had nothing that could break a shield. It was some bullshit. That lady had, like, no chance. I still pulled it off through, like, just bullshitting that mission via a missile launcher from another ship, but... Like, I literally just blew up the room that guy was in and had him ejected into space, at which point he died even though his shield was still up.
Did I just yell out penis in Italian?
I mean, Ezio probably did. That seems like the kind of thing he would do.
Yeah.
Oh, son. You remember my friend
Good morning.
But then this other guy, his mission was like, rescue my daughter from, like, security forces on blank or whatever.
Si, padre.
And that one was fine, because it was just a ship with a bunch of guys who were idiots and just walked around the corner and let me wrench them in the face.
So you wait another day or two.
So my fun part was that there was at one point where I had a mission. I had two choices of missions, and both of them had the modifier of, yo, these guards are really well equipped.
Oh, the, like, serious guard kit thing?
Yeah. And I did not have anything that could go through armor. And so I was like, oh yeah, whatever, I can do it. It's fine. Allow me to tell you right now, it was not fine.
I will say the easiest way to deal with a guy who has armor if you do not have an armor-piercing thing is see if you can get him to follow you to a room with a window.
And then just break
Shoot
it.
the window, because it'll suck you both out into space and then you can go pick yourself up.
Really fast.
So
Works out great.
I actually thought I was doing really well on one of those don't kill anyone missions.
Mm-hmm.
And there was near the end I had like one of the concussion pistols or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I maybe shot at a window and let's say
Suck a
that-
bunch of people out into space.
Yeah, and that killed them.
Okay, so the thing is, you still can technically pull off a non-lethal mission at that point, but you would have to catch everyone who got sucked out into space with your pod.
Oh, damn it.
You could technically do it, but it's really difficult, because that's actually a way that they recommend solving a, like, capture mission, is just go get the guy you need to capture, and then shoot a window, and then pick up you and the guy you're supposed to capture, and then just leave.
That's kind of funny.
It is. Like, there's a lot of stuff about, like, hey, maybe you should just throw yourself into space.
Generally seems like a bad idea, but...
It works out pretty well sometimes.
Yeah. Where was this
What was that with that glowing lady?
That's the lady I'm supposed to deliver a letter to here.
Oh, okay.
But I maybe mucked this up real bad.
Well, they're guards. They're gonna hang out. Are these guards smarter than the Middle Eastern guards?
No.
Huh. I kind of figured the AI would have improved.
The guards in these games are never very smart. Like, the closest to smart guards comes in, like, Assassin's Creed Rogue. Just because that's the one where you are fighting assassins, and sometimes you'll just be walking around underneath a tree, and a dude will just come out of it and stab you.
That still sounds amazing.
It's alright.
I have a question.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
For these.
What was
Whose footprints are these?
Who turned out the lights?
I was gonna say, so how's the combat in this one?
Better.
Okay. Because I know it got good at one point.
I mean,
Or at least, like, a lot better.
It comes and goes. Like, I want to say that, like, the early peak would be, like, Brotherhood. If only because I think that's the one where Death Ball is. Where basically, if you kill someone, then your next hit is guaranteed to instantly kill someone.
Until you get, like, knocked out of your chain or whatever.
Yeah, and,
That's really good for clearing out a bunch of dudes.
Yep, and counters with the Hidden Blades are always, instant kills.
Also good.
And this is also the game that this one is the game that introduced the part where you can actually, like, fight with Hidden Blades.
Okay. Which one is this one or Brotherhood where you get 2 Hidden Blades simultaneously?
This one.
Okay.
And Brotherhood. It's kind of a thing for all of them past this one.
Okay.
Who told you this?
The other girl.
I guess in the old days they just didn't do it because I don't want to lose the other finger too. That would suck.
Yeah.
Better off without them.
I already had to give up a finger for this thing. I don't want to lose both.
You only thought you did.
He should suffer for what he's done.
Ezio's a good brother. He's going to go have a word with the guy who cheated on his sister. And by a word, I think he means a punch. Oh, Duccio. Also, man, it turned red. I think this is also, like, I think this one is the first one with, like, kind of a day-night cycle. Kind of? Ish. Like, certain missions take place at different times. That's the extent of the day-night cycle, quote-unquote. No.
Okay, so not like an open world cycle, but...
No.
We can get him to the piazza. Today's final bonfire is still an hour away. I will do whatever you say.
And guys, like, I don't want any of this.
What's that Sonic Forces thing about?
With the Hooters?
Yeah.
Eh.
Can anyone explain that yet?
No.
Okay.
No, just that it's cross promotion and it's happening in Japan. That's all I know.
All right.
I didn't even know that Hooters was in Japan, but now I do.
Apparently.
It's beautiful.
Nothing but the best for you.
Ow.
But what of Claudia? I thought you'd been
Wait.
promised to her.
Okay, I guess that guy got scared and ran away is what happened there.
Yeah.
I got really confused because it looked like you need that other man in the face and then the other guy lost sight of you.
Let us walk a bit.
He seemed very confused before he ran away.
Oh, that lady's got a face.
Hey, Lurido Porco!
Ezio, my friend.
Action Command 2 Punch.
My sister, parading around with this putana.
What are you talking about?
I saw the gift you gave her. Or the things you said.
Maybe your sister shouldn't be so stingy with her virtù.
You broke her heart.
Wow, that lady does have a face. Holy crap.
You auditores all talk big, but when it comes time for action, ha!
You'll regret ever opening your mouth.
I could have taught your sister a great many things. She's lucky to have had someone like me.
Bastardo! Vogliamo aprire le danze.
Taunt button.
Basta! Mi arrendo!
Stay away from my sister!
For a second, I thought you were going to punch that lady.
It kind of seemed like I was about to. Oh, beat up events. Let's go do a beat up event. Oh, also speaking of beat up events, man, the training thing is real good in heat signature.
Oh yeah,
Just
the magic reality.
Yep. There is no pain in the magic reality. Unleash the violence.
I like
Whatever
the
it is.
names that it gives your characters in the training simulator.
I've not actually done it yet. I just saw the. Do you want to partake of the violence? I was like, oh man.
Every tutorial level generates a new character for you, and they all have fantastic names. I don't remember which ones it gave me. I just remember thinking they were all pretty good.
Locate the cheating husband. Oh man.
Ezio's got a real thing against people who cheat.
Yeah. I mean, it's fair.
Which, to be fair, those people are assholes.
Yeah. Stabbing, punching people in the face and gut. Whoops, I did not want to carry this man. Oh yeah, this one also introduces carrying people, and you can carry them into hiding spots, which is really weird.
Weirdly enough, I don't remember carrying people in Brotherhood.
You could do it, so the reason you would do it is because, in this game, like, it's a bit more clear how the guard interactions work. Oops. Excuse me. Because they will only, like, attack you on sight if you are notorious enough. And you gain notoriety by just leaving bodies around.
Ah.
So if you dump a body in a hiding spot, it lowers your notoriety, which is nice.
Oh, that makes sense. Also, I finally did figure out how to throw people out of airlocks correctly in Heat Signature. It turns out you click the mouse to throw them instead of hitting E to put them down.
Oh.
And also, if you get a running start, they have momentum, so you can, like, throw them from across the room.
Also, turns out you do have eagle vision, you just have to hold the button.
Oh. So you didn't lie. You lied the second time.
Yeah. Beat that guy up so much, he's gonna pay me, I bet.
I mean, wonderful wife of mine. Look home.
Now, where is he from?
Whoa, what was that guy?
Hmm?
You'll see.
Ezio was really wild with those punches.
Yeah, well.
Those big swings. Also a bit more spinning than I would expect from, you know... But whatever.
I mean, at this point, he's not like a trained
What the
assassin
fuck?
guy. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
He's fine.
It's probably fine. You stay away from that man.
So yeah, this is also the first one that has like shops, and then you can buy.
Can you buy cool outfits?
Not yet.
Okay. Can you do it later?
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, if by cool outfits you mean different color outfits, then yes, you can do that.
I mean, that works too.
But so blacksmiths, you can buy weapons and armor and like ammo and stuff. Tailors lets you buy alternate colors and I think like bigger pouches, like you can hold more throwing knives and stuff. Doctors, you can buy medicine. There's another one. Oh, the art dealers. You can buy maps, which show you where all the chests are in an area, or paintings that increase the amount of money you get per.
What for? If I get them for you, will you go back inside?
Yes,
Every
I
time
promise.
your thing refills. Oh, dude, your eyes are freaking out, small child. Also, this is these feathers are this game's equivalent of flags. There's like 300 of them. We're not getting all of them.
Oh, is this the one that introduced the feathers?
Well, so the first one had flags. This one had feathers. It didn't like introduce them per se, but it did. This is the one that everyone remembers when they're complaining about feathers. I think there were feathers in Brotherhood, but there were like way less. Like I think there were only like 20.
I don't remember trying to find them in Brotherhood. I think I gave up immediately upon finding the first one.
That's what you do with feathers in these games, is you go, I'm gonna get all of them, and then you're like, well, I could, you know, spend time and look for a map online that just has all of them, or I could not do that.
Or instead of collecting these feathers that do nothing, I could go collect this sick armor and knife that lets me stab people a bunch and look cool.
They actually do something.
Oh.
I will.
Did they just unlock some kind of weird database thing?
No, they unlock the Auditoria Cape. Which...
Was that cool?
So here's the thing about the Auditoria Cape.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's cool looking, I guess.
Okay.
But when you have it equipped, you are constantly under like the highest guard scrutiny where they will just attack you on sight, and there is no way to get rid of that without unequipping it.
That's stupid.
It's really dumb.
Why would you wear that?
I don't know.
Buongiorno, Ezio.
Buongiorno a voi, madre. Come state?
Sto bene. And you? Still recovering from last night?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Of course not. Anyway, I have an errand to run. I'd like you to join me.
Con piacere.
Come, it's not far from here.
Time to follow
I
my
know
mom
about your fight
around.
with Vieri.
What fight?
Per piacere. Let's not play this game.
He spoke ill of us. I could not allow him to continue.
I'm sure he's having a hard time dealing with the accusations against his father. Francesco di Pazzi is many things, and none of them good. But even I never suspected he'd be capable of murder.
What happened to him?
I imagine there will be a trial.
Will father speak at it?
He'll have to. He's the one with the evidence.
Still, I wish there was another way.
You've nothing to fear. Everyone wants justice done. It is an unfortunate state of affairs, but it will pass.
Crowds of people. Bottega di Leonardo a Firenze.
Here we are.
Oh yeah. Forgot about this part.
Hello, Leonardo.
Hey, what's up?
Madonna Maria.
Ninja Turtle.
This is my son, Ezio.
Molto onorato.
L'onore è mio.
Let me go and fetch the paintings. I'll be right back.
He's very talented.
Immagino.
Self-expression is vital to understanding and enjoying life. You should find an outlet.
I have plenty of outlets.
I meant besides vaginas.
Mother.
Back to your house then.
Si. Ezio, help Leonardo, will you?
Speaking of people who kind of look like Matt Mercer.
So Ezio, what do you do?
Is there another one?
He's been working for his father.
Oh,
I mean,
somebody's
kinda.
in your YouTube chat thing.
Oh, hey. Hi.
For now.
He's excited to see you're playing on PS4.
I'm not, actually.
Truth be told,
He is not playing on PS4.
This is a PS3.
is nice, but I often
It's
think
PS3.
you work like
Wait, why am I saying that? He
I-
can...
Does that make sense? Rather contribute more practically.
That makes no sense.
It really doesn't.
Architecture, perhaps, or anatomy. I'm not content merely to capture.
Sometimes you just gotta let them know.
I mean, if you want proof, like, check out this sick XMB This is a
Oh,
PS3.
hey, there's Leonardo da Vinci.
Yeah.
He's hanging out.
Oh, Leonardo. I have no doubt you'll go on to do great things.
Vi ringrazio, Madonna. That's kind of you.
Thank you for your help, son. Don't let me keep you from
I
your
did it. I
other
carried this
things.
box of Leonardo
Nice
da
to meet
Vinci
you, Ezio.
paintings.
I hope our paths cross again.
Anch'io.
And they paid me $100. Now the question is, do I want to go get all these chests, or do I want to continue the story? The answer is I probably want to continue the story and I'll get the chests off screen, because, I mean, there are a lot of chests, and that's not good internet television.
Ezio, come in, son.
To be fair, when have we ever cared about creating good internet television?
I mean, that's fair.
I also need you to retrieve a message for me from a pigeon coop not too far from here.
Va bene. I'll get it done.
Come back here when you're finished. There are some things we need to discuss. And please, my son, stay out of trouble. Hmm?
Time to run some errands. Whoops. Whoa. Excuse me. Ezio, also not a fan of your pop-up stall in the market.
You Giovanni's kid?
No, idiota. He just happens to look exactly like the man.
Give it here. Don't worry, boy. We're not contagious. At least I'm not.
Haha, STD jokes. Dang it, what is this the chest? Oh, yeah, it's the chest. Let's get the chest. Yo. I thought it was feathers and was confused as to why I didn't pick them up as I ran over them.
Here, over here.
Hey, what's up?
I have a delivery from...
Giovanni Auditore?
Yes.
Were you followed?
No. Why would I be followed?
Give me the baggage. Tell your father that they're moving tonight. He should as well.
Who's moving? What's going on here? Wait! Come
Later.
back! Explain yourself!
Time to get a pigeon coop thing. Hooray. What's up, little bird? Well, that's probably bad. We're gonna check a thing real quick. Yeah. We're gonna take some time and grab some chests real quick, because it's easier to do now, as opposed to later, let's say. Not like anything's gonna happen in, 1 or 2 missions, but, Who likes finding chests in the world? Everybody, right? Whoa, no. Yeah, I guess one other thing that is different between this game and Assassin's Creed 1 is that your health doesn't regenerate.
Oh.
It regenerates up to the latest, big block, but as soon as you drop a block, that one is just gone, and then you have to use medicine or see a doctor to refill your health.
I've always liked that system of partially regenerating health.
It's nice.
I find it's a fairly decent middle ground.
So yeah, the other part about chest finding in this game is that there are actually 2 or 3 chests in this game that I did not find. And I did search for all of them, because why wouldn't you? Excuse me. Oh, right. I bet it's in there. Excuse me. I'm just gonna... Oh no! Just gonna fight these guys, apparently. But there's one in Montergioni that I could never find, and I spent an hour looking for it once. It's it's supposed to be right here. It is on my map. But I don't see it. I only had 3 florins on his person. That's a shame. Also, for some reason, you can't run in buildings, which is really stupid. It's like Pokemon all up ins. Man, remember when you couldn't use the running shoes in buildings in Ruby and Sapphire, and then when Emerald came in, they were like, oh, that was a terrible idea. Why did we do this?
It really did make no sense. Well, I guess it's impolite, but...
impolite is riding a bicycle in someone's house.
That's true.
Also, I know I mentioned this in the IRC, but I picked up the Switch version of Pokken today, and I kind of like that game. It's got Empoleon in it, and it's one of my favorite Pokemon. It's also got Scizor, another one of my favorite Pokemon, as much as Make Me Mad does not like Scizor.
Really don't like Scizor. Scyther's just cooler.
Yeah, but Scyther's not a steel type.
No, I get that. He does have giant sick blades, though.
Be that as
Scizor just has, scissors.
Yeah. It's in his name.
He has, crab claws. That's silly.
But they're, metal crab claws, though.
Yeah, but he's not a crab.
But they're metal. He's, part scorpion.
I'm just not a fan. If you want a scorpion Pokemon, there's Drapion, and he's way better.
Yeah, but he didn't exist back in Generation 2. Whee! Whee again. Also, while we're talking about new things for this game, I want to say this is the first Assassin's Creed game that used the, like, halfway... like, guards have 2 bars of suspicion. There's a yellow one and a red one, and basically, if you get out of sight before the yellow one fills up, he's like, oh, just my imagination.
Must have been the wind.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming the yellow one is a search because there's somebody around, and the red one is a kill that fucker?
Yes. So if the yellow one fills up, you are in search mode of... that guy is going to look for you, but he's not going to attack you.
He's just trying to find you.
He's trying to find you, and if he finds you, then he will attack you. But as soon as he fills up the red meter, then
then he just wants to murder you.
Then it's on. How do I get in this building? Do I need to go up and then down?
Try to door?
No. Door. Who needs doors when you can just do this?
I mean, you, if you want to get in the building. I mean, presumably you could find an open window somewhere, but like I feel like a door would be an easier option.
Are there really no open windows? Is there another row of windows that I'm... Oh, there are 3 rows of windows. Oh, there's an open window. Yay! Now the fun question is, how do I get out of this part? I wonder what the exchange rate on florins is.
I don't know, what's the economy of Italy like?
Well, I mean, now it's part of the EU, so it just uses the euro, but... I guess I'm just unsure if this is supposed to be like, you know, yen, where I have like 25 bucks and I'm finding like pennies in these chests, or if it's supposed to be like dollars and 1 florin is like $1.
Yeah, I can't speak to that. I do know that in modern times before the EU, Italy's currency was very much more on the yen side of things in terms of you need a lot of them to buy anything. Also, wasn't it called the lira at that point? Or
Probably.
am I remembering wrong?
That sounds right.
Life expectancy? About 5 more years.
I can't tell if that's like a keyboard noise that's just echoey, or if like someone's playing basketball on a concrete staircase. I also don't know who it's coming from, so I don't know who to be like, hey, what's going on behind you?
Yeah, the Italian lira, but there was also Turkish lira.
Just, get a little, stupid American questions out of the way. Turkey's not part of the EU, right?
Turkey is not part of the EU, I don't believe, no.
I think... I'm probably wrong on this. I feel like they were part of NATO.
Can't comment on that either.
Maybe they're just an ally of NATO. I forget exactly.
So at the time of the changeover to the euro, 1,000 lira was worth 50 cents.
Wow. That's something.
Apparently Turkey is a NATO member.
It was more likely than the EU because we started expanding NATO after the end of the Cold War.
See, as an Assassin's Creed, great. You get to talk about weird history things.
Yeah. History is fun.
Remember when Buzz Aldrin was a Templar?
Buzz Aldrin an asshole. Why'd he become a Templar?
I don't know.
Did he do something to piss Ubisoft off?
Maybe.
Probably.
Either that or he was their one token,
good guy on the Templar side.
We're just sticking a bunch of bad guys on the Templar side, you guys.
I wonder if there was anybody they had on the Templar side that then someone from higher up was like, no, you can't. That will piss everyone off. I wonder if they had meetings about, you cannot imply this person was a Templar. It's not cool.
Where is this chest? Oh, there it is. I bet. Yep.
I forget, did they say what Steve Jobs is?
I don't think so, but I could be wrong. I feel like Wikipedia used to have a big list of who was on which side, but then it got trimmed because Wikipedia is no fun. And then the Assassin's Creed wiki has a list, but it's nearly impossible to tell, their list is just people, and then you click on individual pages and it's like, oh, this person was a Templar, this person was
Okay, so someone did raise a really good point, which is apparently they don't actually say whether or not Steve Jobs is a Templar or not, but he is a technology developer with a company named Apple.
Hey.
So he's probably a Templar.
I mean, I assume he would be, but...
Does this mean that the Beatles were Templars because, they were Apple Records?
Probably.
You know what I'm saying? It's all Templar propaganda.
Or maybe they were being manipulated by the Templars, but weren't actually Templars themselves. They probably had a run-in with some adventurous young assassin who set them on the right path.
And his name was Sergeant Pepper.
God damn it.
Is Kid Rock an assassin?
No.
Not since he started... He was, and then he started running for the Senate, so now he switched sides.
How about Kane?
Kane is definitely a Templar, because that dude is hardcore libertarian.
Yep. Stone Cold Steve Austin?
I don't know, but Vince McMahon is almost certainly a Templar.
Yeah, I could see Stone Cold as an assassin.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
Doing his own thing, running a podcast.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns is certainly a Templar.
Promoting cougar surfaces where the women hunt you.
Talking about
giant fucking rats.
Yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking about.
It's the thing that sticks out the most from everything I've heard from his weird podcast. It's just that conversation about the rats.
Yeah, and he was going to start a wrestling ring with the rats and something.
Yeah, there was a whole thing.
That went on for 20 minutes.
Oh, it was long. I guess it's the beauty of having your own podcast, is you can just fucking ramble.
Yeah, that's why do you think we do this?
I ain't sure.
This is basically a podcast.
I try to keep the rambling down.
Yeah, but we were just born rambling mans.
Apparently Montenegro is a member of NATO. As of the 5th of June of this year.
Huh.
Sure.
Still adding people.
What about
Is Lightning
Oh
a
wow,
Templar or an
Montenegro is
assassin?
tiny.
Is who a Templar or an assassin?
Like, you know, Lightning, the one with the
Oh.
clothing brand.
Oh.
Probably a Templar.
Yeah. I mean,
French model.
Destiny is Destiny. Like,
There you go.
Yeah. But did she change her opinion on that post Final Fantasy 13 when she murdered God?
yeah, but wasn't that the game where Destiny is Destiny comes from?
Yeah, but like she says that early in the game before she murders God in the face. So maybe her opinion about Destiny changed between then and the end of the game. Maybe there was character development TFP.
No.
And where does Choco Chow fit into all this?
Man, why does Final Fantasy 13 exist?
Because that one dude,
Yeah.
Toriyama. Not that Toriyama, the other Toriyama.
The bad Toriyama. Oops, excuse me. Oops, I bet it's in this balcony. Hey, I was right. Look at me, I know things about level design, kind of. I look at something and go, if I was hiding something, I would hide something over there. And then they hid something there. Alright. Only like 3 more chests to go.
I discovered from playing that new Metroid game, which, you know, I guess is an old Metroid game, but whatever. Point is, I discovered while playing it that I'm bad at figuring out where secrets are hidden in Metroid games.
Yeah,
If
because
it wasn't for that damn X-ray visor, I would have found, like, nothing.
that's because secrets in Metroid games are hidden with no rhyme or reason. It's
I mean,
just like,
some of them you can tell.
Some of them are. Some
You're
of
just
them
like,
are.
you look
Yeah.
at it, it's like that wall seems suspicious.
I don't know, I just remember there's like a part in Super Metroid where it's just like, bomb this random part of the floor and then you find the rest of the game. Which part of the floor? I don't know. It's not marked.
The thing that, well, one of the things that held me up in Super Metroid my first time or so through was I didn't know that you could super bomb the glass tunnel in Meridia.
Oops.
Yeah, that's kind of...
Why would I try that?
Why would you waste a power bomb there?
I had to plug in my headphones because they were beeping at me. I hate when my headphones beep at me.
The progression wasn't blocked too much by stuff like that in Metroid or in Samus Returns.
Mm-hmm.
There was one
Super
place...
Metroid one where I think the worst in terms of what the hell do I do next.
Oh yeah, also, hot new development in Assassin's Creed 2.
Swimming.
Ezio can swim.
Yeah.
Like a fish.
Nice. Can you go under? Can you dive? Or just on the
I
surface?
believe you can. Yep. Check it
Okay.
out. You can dive. It's not
Can you
great.
hide feathers underwater?
No. Well, because diving in this game is you dip under the water so people looking at you lose line of sight.
Oh, okay.
You can't move while diving.
Ah.
Why can I not grab this roof?
Because you're wet. You're all slippery now. Gotta wait to dry off.
That was really dumb.
will say this game still is pretty pretty.
Yeah, it's got good architecture, which
Yeah.
I mean
I
makes
mean,
sense
hey,
because
it's Italy.
It's Italy during the Renaissance. Like, hey,
There's one thing they should have, it's architecture.
yeah, architecture and art and all that good stuff.
Cool stuff.
It's like the PS4 pack of these games, higher defs.
I don't think they did a lot on the Ezio trilogy stuff.
I mean, like, does it run at 1080 or anything?
I believe it does run at 1080, and it might run at 60. Maybe.
I'm not expecting like mega textures or anything.
Can I? Oh, I can't air punch. That's very sad.
What do you think?
But guess what? Hey, what's up, buddy?
So, id comes up with giga textures next.
God, I hope so.
For Rage 2.
Do it.
Remember Rage?
Rage.
Remember that John Goodman was in Rage?
No, I don't remember that.
John Goodman was in Rage.
I vaguely remember that. I don't know what he was doing there, but I know he was in it.
That was a sick move. Oh yeah, I should loot these guys. Give me your money. You too. Oh hey, you gave me a medicine. That's nice.
How can you even contemplate such abomination? Unholy thief!
Alright. Oh, one more chest. And then we can... My goal here is to get to the part where the assassins happens. I'm not sure how feasible that is, but I think it is. Oops, excuse me. Where's the stupid treasure? Grr. Is it around here? Yeah, of course it is. It's always in the place that I'm like, oh yeah, it's definitely not there. Remember when I said earlier that I was like, it's always in the place I look? Sorry, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. I finally found out. Apparently, the head transplant is going to happen January of next year in China.
Great.
Or between January and March, this thing says. It was pushed back because Russia apparently decided it was way too dangerous.
Thanks, head transplant doctor.
Yeah, he's working on it. Head pelvic pie. I feel like there was an issue with this translation. Because he's referred to as head pelvic pioneer Sergio Canavello. No, there's definitely some translation issues here because it also says herself when referring to him.
Remember when people like
Thank God.
It's still the long con.
It's part of Death Stranding now.
Yeah, because Death Stranding is secretly a Konami game.
Yeah, and it's secretly Metal Gear Solid 5 Chapter 3.
Yeah.
Are you alright?
Yes, but Mother... She's in shock. When she resisted...
Because if you reverse Death Stranding, you get SD, Then if you combine that with
Yes,
PT, you
you're
get
my
PTSD, which is referring to hallucinations suffered by Big Boss or some bullshit.
Be careful,
That-
Messer Ezio. The guards were looking for
I
you as well.
you're really reaching with that one.
Yeah, but I saw that theory being passed around online and was like, yeah, sure. I'll
The
buy
hex
that.
codes in the latest Metal Gear Solid 5 patch.
Oh hey, look, they're explaining that thing I explained like 30 minutes ago. How's about that?
I hope they're deep diving the Metal Gear Solid 3 pachinko machine for hidden messages.
Well, I mean, like, they're doing, like, a VR Zone of the Enders 2. I bet that's got a lot of hidden messages for Metal Gear Solid 5.
That's probably cool, though.
Maybe.
Zone of the Enders 2 is pretty cool, so...
I should get back. I should play those Zone of the Enders games, yo.
The first one is super short.
Of the Zone of Enders compilation, I should really play those.
You can finish the first one in, like... I mean, you can finish any game really quick if you want to, but, like, even not remembering the first one that well, I played it and beat it in, like, 3 hours. Like, it is a short game. At least if you just, like, critical path it. There's some side stuff you can do where you can go, like, beat up robots because it's fun. Cause severe damage to the space colony because fuck it. Zone of the Enders 2 is totally way better, though. One had cool ideas. I like the idea of it being like a mech combat game that actually kept track of, like, hey, you're kind of fucking up all these residential districts with your giant robot battles. Maybe
Please
you should
stop.
stop it. Stop Man of stealing the space colony.
So yeah, this is also the game that introduced restricted areas.
Oh.
Which is basically, if a guard sees you, does not matter what your notoriety is. It's you automatically start in the yellow. It's like,
This
hey,
area, you should not be here.
you really shouldn't be here. Which gets used to quite humorous effect in Syndicate, where the entirety of Buckingham Palace is a restricted area.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Because you probably shouldn't be there, for the record.
He's bolting! Stop him!
Does Ezio get, like, better at hand-to-hand combat later?
I mean, he still kind of just throws wild haymakers, but then he throws them with swords on the end of them.
Well, it's the spin that kind of throws me off there.
You gotta get, momentum going.
Don't spin. Spinning is a terrible idea. Unless you're Cage.
In the words of, I don't know, somebody, spin to win.
Ezio.
I think that's a League of Legends guy. Or a Dota guy. I can never tell them apart.
I don't think it's a Dota guy.
Safe now.
It's probably a League of Legends guy. Or maybe a Smite guy.
You knew this would happen?
I'm just gonna type spin to win and see what comes up.
Doesn't matter.
Probably League of
What do you mean?
Legends.
Explain.
There's no time. Listen closely. Return to the house. In my office. is a
It's
hidden
apparently
door.
just a thing about slots.
Use your talent to find it. Beyond lies. a
Oh,
chance.
also it is
Take
apparently a League of
everything you
Legends
find
guy.
inside.
Okay.
Much of it may
Or
seem strange
Overwatch?
to you, but all of it is important.
Sure.
Do you
I feel like it was around before Overwatch.
Good. Among the
But maybe it has
corpses
also
are
become an
weapons and
Overwatch thing.
documents. I
Apparently
know
it is also a Beyblade thing.
Mr. Roberto. He was with me
Sure.
in the office this morning.
I mean, that makes
Anything that
sense.
involves rotation.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then
What's happening?
I do also remember there is actually a Dota person whose
Said go, Ezio.
kind
Go
of
now.
gimmick is that he spins, and it's Juggernaut. He's the guy who when he spins he can't be hit by magic, which is really useful. And if you ever want to watch like old esports, there's a great bit from the International 2, the second one. And we just wrapped up the 7th one kind of recently here, where the Na'vi team kind of did a crazy turnaround on the team that eventually won that tournament, involving Juggernaut, which was impressive because nobody picked Juggernaut, like, ever. Like, he was kind of a terrible hero at that point. Whoops, I'm gonna... Nope. That guy broke my fall, thanks.
So speaking of spinning, there was a really good bit when I was messing around with Heat Signature where I killed the pilot of the ship and, like, tried to steer the ship back before all the enemies were done for. So I got taken and thrown out of the airlock because I got, you know, ambushed while I was piloting the ship or whatever. But I had succeeded only in putting the ship into, like, a wild spin. So it was kind of just flying off into the far reaches of space while also spinning in a circle, which made docking back on it to finish the mission really difficult.
I did take a video because there was a bit in where there was a ship that had, like, the docking bits near the back in, like, a little I don't know how to describe this, but like a square wave, basically, where, like, it went down and then over and then up and then over, and the docking bit was there, but then it went down and then over and then up and then over and then down and then up to the top of the ship, where it's oh hey look, I'm wearing a hoodie now, hooray!
Nice.
And I got stuck in one of the little holes that didn't have a docking thing in it, and I couldn't get out.
Supposed to arrest me.
No.
Could you not throw yourself out into space?
I probably could have, but eventually just the physics took over.
Oh, okay. Because I actually did that and got an achievement for leaving and re-entering a ship without getting to my pod in between. Because I just jumped out of one side of a ship and landed back in the other.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
It was fun. Like, well, I like, the middle part of the ship was, like, blown out. So I just jumped out of the right room and ended up in, like, 5 rooms to the left when I landed back in the other part that was blown out.
Also, I like his weird little half cape.
The half cape is cool.
This is a good
The fact that you
assassin
don't have that
design.
in Revelations, I think, is actually what made me not want that to play that game anymore. It's really just the half cape is the entire thing that made me want to play Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. And I picked up Revelations and then realized you don't have it anymore, and I was like, eh. Because it was distinctly at that point in the game when they were like, hey, clothing shops are available, and I went to go, like, color my clothes and then realized that I don't have, like, a half cape anymore, and I was like, eh.
That dude's got a sick hat, though.
Hats are nice.
There's a
Do any
random-
assassins wear hats? The lady assassin
yes.
wears a hat.
Well, like the twins in Syndicate wear a hat.
Okay, because I know that lady wears a hat. What's her name? Aveline?
Yes.
She's got a cool hat. It's like a tricorn hat or whatever.
Yep.
Collect your thoughts.
My father and brothers have been imprisoned.
There's a character that you play as in an Assassin's Creed game who wears a hat.
I see now.
Hatham.
It's a misunderstanding.
Also wears a tricorn.
I'll clear everything up.
How?
The documents you've given me contain evidence of a conspiracy against your family and against the city. I'll present these papers at their hearing in the morning, and they'll be released.
Thank you, Signore.
Of course, my child. Do you need a place to stay? You're more than welcome here.
No, grazie. I'll meet you at the piazza.
Don't worry, Ezio. Everything is going to be fine.
Check me out, I'm an assassin. I've acquired the assassin robes. And a broken hidden blade. Oops, excuse me. Oh, jeez. That went poorly. Oh man, map frame rate. Also, hold on. Can I, like...
Wait. Did Desmond also get the weird Ezio lip scar at some point?
He always had it.
Oh, okay.
And then Altair had it, and then Ezio got it at the beginning.
I knew Ezio had it, but I didn't realize Desmond and Altair both had it as well.
Yep. Oh,
That's silly.
Assassins are real good at getting punched in the face.
There's no way to lock the mini-map, which is really bumming me out. I just want to throw this out there. If you put a mini-map in your game, like, give the option to make North always be North.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
I know some people like the rotating mini-map, but I'm not one of those people.
Remember Fantasy Star Online giving you the option to do both of those with the mini-map?
Yeah,
that was back a long time ago, so...
I really prefer a locked mini-map.
I have a bad enough sense of direction as is. I don't need North to be just jangling all over the place.
Yeah, same here.
Or if you're going to have it rotate, at least like also add directional indicators that rotate with the map.
Yeah.
North is
good.
like...
I'm gonna attend the acquittal of my family. They're gonna be totally okay.
Yeah.
Yay!
Who would have thought this game was going to end in like 2 hours?
Yeah.
You barely became an assassin. You didn't even get to kill anybody? Your family's just going to be fine.
I did kill those two guys.
Oh, well, yeah, you did murder those two guards, I guess.
Have you any evidence to counter this charge?
Attend the acquittal of your family. I'm sure it'll be fine.
I'm afraid I know nothing of these documents. He's lying!
Need to get closer.
And they sure did break out the gallows for this acquittal.
Yep. Also, hey, it's that guy who I delivered the evidence to that was going to get my family acquitted. Hey, look, he turned out to be evil.
That guy seems super trustworthy.
I, for one, am shocked.
Yeah, with a face like that. Also, speaking of faces, people's faces kind of go crazy in this game.
Yeah.
Mouths look a little stretchy. Which, to be fair, mouths are stretchy.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, no.
Grab the boy! He's one of them! I'll kill you for what you've done! Guards! Arrest him! Abatete. Better run, boy. And fast.
Gotta go, bye! Oh, God. That's a lot of guards. Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me.
But there's the Bay of Hail right there. Just become invincible.
If you get into it while someone is watching you, you are not invincible. And you will, in fact, just immediately pop out of it, which is really dumb, but...
Kind of wish you could choose to hide in it even if they saw you. I feel like there was probably a thing in testing where they allowed that at first, and people were just getting mad because they thought the guards shouldn't have been able to find them.
I want to say that does come later. Like, I think there are games where you can hide even though it would be
clearly
ineffective.
Not hiding well.
Yeah.
Speak of the devil, you just jumped into that build there with like 7 people watching you.
Well, they don't care. They're civilians.
Civilians don't care. It's the as long as the guards don't see you, then...
Lord knows the
Fair
civilians
enough.
would never try to help the guards solve a crime.
Uh-huh.
Even back then, fuck the police was a standard policy.
Identified several strange markings that I've discovered right across Renaissance Italy. Now, I don't know what they're doing there, but I want you to help me find out. Rebecca has marked their general location in the
Italy is not a
database
city
with
of
an eye
snitches.
icon, and she's made them glow as well. Keep an eye out.
Serezio, thank God. I've been looking everywhere for you.
I couldn't stop them, Annetta. I tried, I swear. But there were so many guards.
I think I'm gonna try to get one of those eye things that they were just talking about, but
What of my mother and sister?
I think.
yeah. So
No.
this is the one that
dangerous for us to
introduced
travel
the
together. Tell me where to go and I'll meet you there.
well, I say introduced. I think it was the only one that
Just
had
north
them.
of the Duomo.
I'm on my way.
Art puzzles.
Oh. Don't think I've ever seen one of those. I've heard about them before somewhere. I don't know where. Probably someone from Giant Bomb mentioned it.
The best friends occasionally talk about them, where
Okay.
Pat hated them and Matt really liked them.
What are the art puzzles, though? Well, I guess we'll see.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Where am I going? Oh. That way, I guess. I'm just gonna go. I'm not gonna follow that lady anymore.
Well, you did say you shouldn't follow that lady.
Oh, I thought it said you should follow that lady. Oops.
Because he said, hey, it's too dangerous to travel together. Tell me where to meet, and I'll meet you there.
Oh. Whoops. Also, by the way, I got spotted real quick.
Turns out it was too dangerous to hang out together.
Yeah.
I tried one of those dumb defector missions in Heat Signature, and like I immediately stepped into the airlock and got shot and thrown out and failed the mission.
Nice.
Yeah, it did not go well.
I've not tried any of those. Oh dear.
They all seem really difficult.
That.
So all of them are like audacious level difficulty, which I think is like the second highest.
What's the highest?
Mistake.
You know, that guy.
I unlocked that recently.
That guy is a good writer.
Yep.
I like the tutorial bit where you play as the old
grizzled lady.
Yeah, like all the dialogue options in that are just the best.
You get some real good dialogue options. I hope that the story becomes more involved later for the characters, because right now they all feel kind of throwaway, because, well, they are randomly generated and such, but everybody's kind of just got standard dialogue options. I was hoping there'd be some variety between people.
This is going bad.
I mean, they haven't caught you yet.
I mean, that's true. They also haven't, like, done any damage. Oh, no.
Did you speak too soon?
They threw a rock at me and I fell off
Ow.
the building.
Bunch of dicks.
Yeah.
Who throws a rock?
Rocks are the new arrow.
I mean, they would throw rocks in Assassin's Creed 1, too. Here we go. Get in. Yeah. One of these rooftop hutches.
I really like the animation for being hit with a rock.
Just like, whoa, whoa,
For a bit, so I
whoa.
can go get some food and stuff.
Alright.
Makes sense. We may or may not be back. Or
Yeah, it's been a while, so I'll just kind of assume not. But
Yeah.
have fun sword priesting.
Not really sword priest any. Like, it's not really a priest.
Yeah, I guess you can't be a sword priest anymore. That's a shame.
Yeah, we gotta
Now-
come up with some other name for him.
Yeah, now he's just like, he's Renaissance hoodie guy.
Have fun sword Han Solo man thing doing.
We'll workshop it.
Well, yeah.
Sounds good.
La Rosa Corta.
Again, really nice looking city.
Yeah.
Good job, Italy. You did something right.
Oh hey, it's a brothel.
I think we have the wrong building.
Yeah.
I feel like Ezio would have already known where this place was and not needed directions.
It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Messer Ezio.
Hello.
Annetta speaks.
So, was Brotherhood actually the next game after this?
Yep.
Okay.
Appreciate the kind words, Madonna.
Because I remember Ryan Davis being weirded out that, like,
Thank you for offering
Brotherhood was not straight up just called Assassin's Creed 3.
It's
So I figured that was where it fell.
It's kind of weird that Brotherhood is not Assassin's Creed 3 because it's
Well, because the marketing was also terrible for it. Like, everyone around that time, as far as I remember, basically thought that Brotherhood was going to be like a throwaway story that mainly focused on the multiplayer.
Yeah.
And then it came out and it was like, oh, the story's actually huge and super good. And the multiplayer is also really good.
Yeah. Brotherhood is a great video game.
Come to think of it, does Brotherhood still, like, the multiplayer still function?
I believe so.
Huh. I've got a copy of Brotherhood for the PS3.
I was thinking about doing, like, when we finished Brotherhood's story mode, like, doing a multiplayer stream night.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because that'd be fun, because I think I still have... Yeah, I've got a copy of Brotherhood on the PS3. So can you, like, party up in that?
I believe so.
Because I would like to try to stab you in the face and neck, if that is a thing that is still possible. God, would I have to remember what my Uplay stuff is?
No.
Okay,
I mean, it's
good.
just PSN.
Okay.
So yeah, one of the very convenient things about this game is that...
Is courtesans.
Well, that is very convenient.
Yeah.
But the main thing is that, like, for example, you can blend in with just people. You don't have to blend in with specifically priests.
Yeah. Well, it has to be like... Oh, wait, no, this is the one where it's like any crowd, right?
Yeah, it has to be like 4 people.
Yeah, just a crowd of dudes walk in and you can just kind of get in there.
Yeah. And that's what makes the courtesans incredibly useful, because it's just like, yo, I need 4 dudes to just walk with me.
Well, ladies.
Well, yeah. You don't know.
I mean, yeah, I'm not looking under those dresses. That's not what I'm paying them for. I'm paying them to walk. And is it this one or the next one where you can also, like, send them to distract crowds of guards?
It is this one.
Okay.
And the
well,
next
also
one.
probably the next one.
Yeah.
When I say that, I just assume that I'm referring to when it first appears, because most of these features stick around.
Yes. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 no. Uh-oh. Oh dear.
Yeah, just barge your way into this conversation.
Yep. Oh dear. Excuse me.
See, this is why I'd be terrible at assassinating, is that the part where you just walk up and blend into a crowd, I'd be way too nervous to do. I don't want to go get with a bunch of people I don't know.
Oh jeez.
Stand.
That lady took a different path than I was expecting.
Oh no. Do you have to follow that lady?
I do.
Well, that's a problem then.
Yep.
I'll circle back around. I'm sure you'll catch her.
I did. He's got nice hair.
Who?
The lady I'm following.
Ah. Nice hair for a video game.
Yeah.
I mean, video game hair is getting better as we go, I guess.
Yep.
God, did you watch that, unrelated to hair, I guess, did you watch that NBA 2K17 clip, Luke?
I sure did, right before I watched the thing, or before I started this. Man, I love...
Alex's face is real good.
Yep.
I like how it perfectly captured him as a person.
Also, this game
by making him look like that dude from fucking Beetlejuice.
Yep.
He stretches his face all the fuck out.
Once you've stolen from someone, Ezio, you mustn't linger.
So this is the one that introduces the pickpocketing.
Mm-hmm.
The pickpocketing is great.
Pay attention. You must leave once you've picked
Oh,
up.
apparently I didn't leave fast enough for that lady. Oh, I have to steal from 5 people. There's 2. There's 3. Oh, there's 2. Oh, it's in the thing. Oops. Excuse me, sir. There we go.
There, on him! Shame on you!
So, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna look for that eyeball, or the thing, because I think this is the right building. I like the clouds in Eagle Vision that just go whooshing by.
Fast-moving clouds always look cool.
Yes.
Also super ominous.
Yes, very. So we are
Or I
looking,
guess like a bad motivational video.
We're looking for this thing. This weird little Omega thing.
Did Ezio just learn how to steal?
Yes.
Feel like that's okay, sure.
That's computer code.
Oh man, it's an encrypted file.
Oh shit, it's an encrypted file.
Upload it to my computer. I'm a master at decryption.
The only problem is I can't look at the dark, stormy sky with clouds zooming. Like, this coloration specifically just makes me think of that old, like, Republican campaign ad thing, which I think was from when Mitt Romney ran, maybe? About the weird gay agenda thing.
I do not remember that at all.
There was a Daily Show or a Colbert Report, like, skit making fun of it. Because it was just like a bunch of Republicans standing in front of a super dark, ominous, cloudy sky. Like, it wasn't explicitly like the gays are coming to get us, but it was kind of that vibe. Damn, now I need to try to find this thing, because it was really funny.
Okay, I've uploaded the evidence, the file that
So yeah, this is the part where this series kind of goes off the deep end.
Huh?
Where you're following Subject 16's thing about everything you know is
Queen
wrong.
Isabella. No, not her.
Oh, the, like, alternate history stuff?
Yeah.
What century is it? Never mind. I've hidden the code to the first file inside this program. Find it. Find them all. And along the way, you'll begin to see the truth.
What the heck? How did this get inside our Animus?
Oh, the memory core. We transferred 16's memory data from Abstergo into
And
the
Subject
Animus
16 will never
2.0. He
come
must have
up
hacked the
again.
machine when Vidic left him alone between sessions.
Oh, hold on, wait a second. The signs on the walls in Abstergo, the ones written in blood, those were clues. He was telling us to look for them inside the Animus.
So yeah, basically the idea here is that 5 of these scenes share a similarity. Pick them out and you'll begin to see. So the hint here is look for apples.
Oh, okay.
Like that one. And that one. And that one. That one? No, no. Not that one. That one definitely. That one definitely. Oh, that one. Had to lean a little closer for that one. So yeah. We got this sick clip of naked people leaping.
Yeah.
And there are a bunch of those kinds of puzzles about art. Just all around the world.
Well, that's cool. I like that.
And I think that's going to do it for the first Assassin's Creed 2 stream. This is a good video game. We're going to play a lot of it.
Yeah. There's a lot of it to play.
Yep.
Because it's also apparently a pretty big video game.
It is definitely...
That is an incredibly brief clip.
Yep. Ezio says bye-bye. Also, man, this is 2009 incarnate. Like, look at all this bloom.
Yeah, I kind of see what you mean. I'm not quite at the point you're at yet, but yeah, man. Now that you're staring just at the sky.
Hey guys, bloom's really cool. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.